The lights of Manhattan were glowing outside the window, but inside the room, Donald Trump sat completely silent. The television was on, not because he was watching it, but because he couldn't bear the quiet. Silence made his thoughts louder. At the height of his power, when the world believed he was fearless, this was the moment almost no one ever saw a man afraid of being alone with his own mind. This wasn't during his presidency. This was years earlier, in the darkest chapter of his life, when his empire was collapsing. Trump had lost billions on paper. Banks were circling. Deals were falling apart. The man known for his loud voice had stopped talking. For days, he barely spoke to his own staff. Some thought it was anger. Others thought it was arrogance. The truth was far more shocking. He was mentally breaking down. People around him noticed something strange. Trump, who once remembered every detail of every deal, began forgetting names. Not strangers. His own executives. Men who had worked beside him for years. It wasn't power that did this to him. It was the fear of falling. Late at night, Trump would replay interviews in his head. Not the praise, the insults. One word haunted him more than bankruptcy, more than jail, more than public failure. Loser. To Trump, money could be rebuilt. Reputation could not. He believed once people see you as weak, they never forget it. That fear shaped everything he became later. He learned something dangerous during that collapse: attention is survival. Silence is death. If people talk about you, even if they hate you, you still exist. That belief followed him for the rest of his life. It explained why he fought so loudly, tweeted so aggressively, and refused to disappear quietly. Even his family didn't fully understand what he was carrying. When his father died, Trump shocked everyone by not crying. Later, he privately admitted that this scared him more than the loss itself. He wondered if the pressure had emptied him emotionally. That moment convinced him never to look weak again, not in public, not in private. Years later, when Trump stepped onto the political stage, people thought it was about power. In reality, it was about control. Politics gave him the one thing he feared losing forever: relevance. Winning wasn't just victory. It was proof that he wasn't forgotten. Behind the confidence, behind the controversy, behind the noise, was a man running from silence. A man who learned the hard way that falling hurts more than failing. And that being ignored feels worse than being hated.
Whose inspiring story of politician would you like to hear next? Tell us in the comments below.